Yo, anybody home? Anybody? Yeah, I'll try back in a week. Well, what do you know? Hey, folks, howdy. Just passing through myself. But I will stop for a second and give you the intro to Cabin Time, Oregon. Better known as Moose Crack, the cabin. Welcome to Moose Crack. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, got the fire going and limb is still there, but I did kind of catch it on fire again today. I burnt that moss off the top up there. Let me see if I can't get a close-up of that. A little smoky, eh? Step down, move over. It's a little better. Yeah, we burnt her a little bit today. But I'm just trying to get this dang, I don't know, vines and crap burnt up that's in my pit. I don't like it. Don't like it. I'm having a hell of a time here with my glasses being all foggy, so I can film this for you. I got blue on the rope. I put some magic juice on there today to get this thing kind of rolling, and man, oh man, did it take off. That's why the limb got burned. Blue didn't seem to appreciate that much. And look, he's right down here by my leg. Huh, Blue? How you doing, bud? You okay? You want to say hi to the folks out there, Blue? Huh? No? Just turn your back on them. Yeah, you bet. You do that, bud. That's how he rolls. It is getting to be that time of year again. So I get my pit cleaned out, and by golly, it won't be too long, and we're going to start cooking and having campfires around the old fire again, so that'll be nice. So I'm going to get this mess cleaned up, and any other garbage around here that's limbs and just junk brush will go to the burn pile, and I'll burn it there. Okay, here's Blue. We're at the cabin, and this white box right here has got his bones in it. So this is how I keep him around the cabin. He knows, right, Blue? You know that you get a bone when you come up here. Are you out of focus? Let me focus you. Oh, there's that pretty smiley face, that pretty dog. Pretty dog. You just give me the bone, would ya? Give me the bone, dude. I'm out of here. Okay, so I'm trying to open this with one hand and failing miserably. So, that being said, Blue, here you go, bub. There you go, pal. Pally wally doo-dah day. Loves them milk bones. We tend to spoil them just a wee bit. You got to shake your head, pup. You got an ear cockeyed on you. He's got the Snoopy ears thing, one ear up and one down a lot of the time, and people that see him go, oh, he's Snoopy. I'm like, what? And then I got to checking Snoopy out, and I thought, oh, okay, it's the ear thing. And he does have a color. So, oh, he's lapping up what little water's left in the pan. I'll get you some more water, bud. I'll turn this thing off. Enough Blue time, okay? And he's off like a herd of turtles. Okay, guys, ready for another one? And here we go again. Cabin Time, Oregon. Oregon. Wait a second. Cabin Time, Oregon? Oh, I get it now. Oregon. And look, there is a cabin. Okay, so here is my lumber pile. What a mess, right? This is my lumber pile that is underneath my blue spruce tree. This wood has been here for about 2 years now. And I'm just going to walk around here, and I want to show you what happens when your wood pile sits underneath a tree for 2 years. It starts to grow. So is that going to make more trees or less trees? I think it's going to make less. because what's going to happen is it's going to lay here and it is going to rot away. Look at that. It comes right off. See, it's still good underneath. Look at the root system. It all just turns white right there. Yeah, the roots are sinking right into that cedar wood, and bam, it starts growing. And if you leave it here too long, you will not have a lumber pile. It'll be gone. So warning, caution people, rotate your lumber. Alrighty then. I've been filming for almost a whole week, every day. And in the process, I've started a fire in the pit, showing you guys how to do that. And how to get a 2-day burn. How do you get a 2-day burn? Well, you follow along on my video. I will show you how to start a fire and how to relight the fire the next day with no matches, no paper, no nothing. Well, wood. You gotta have wood. Something just gotta burn. So stay with me, because this video is all about fire. And Blue will be here. Right, Blue? Okay, today we're going to try and start a fire outside. Now I heard that, you heard that word loosely, right? We're going to try. Newspapers. My mom, born and raised in Missouri, she was born in 1921. She said, take your newspaper and just roll it up like that. Twist it all up. It'll burn longer, and it'll help get that wood going that you're going to put on top of this paper. So I've always done my fires like this. It's just a given. Okay, I got my wood prepped here. So all this is some old cedar boards cut up. I do this a lot because I have a lot of cedar boards, and some of them are just not very usable. But by golly, this cedar, there's nothing better for starting a fire than good old cedar. So, for today's demo, we're gonna, part of my problem here is the cabin. This newspaper gets damp. It doesn't want to burn real good. So that kind of holds me back just a wee bit. But we work around it. That's like everything you do in life, right? You got to work around it. Okay, lit. We're lit, we're burning. Now I have some other wood here. This is right off the oak tree up here. So that is good old oak. It'll burn forever once it gets going. Just don't know if it'll get going. That is the question. Will it burn? The kindling will. May have to go get more kindling, right? You hear all that snap, crackle, pop goodness? I sure hope I'm not blurry on you there. Okay, we're looking good. Move you up just a wee closer. I don't know if you guys got any of this stuff where you live, but this is moss right off of a tree. It also burns very well, very dry. So we'll throw that on there. You can watch that go up. A little more excitement for you. Yeah, it smokes, but it'll take off. This is Campfire 101, okay? You just be lucky you're not in the Boy Scouts. They would never do this. They like building teepee fires. Gotta stack the wood just so. Okay, light it, boys. Let's see what happens. Actually, it's a good way to start a fire. Quick and easy. But this, old timers, old fashioned, paper, some kindling, throw a bunch of wood on it and let her rip. Okay, I'm going to shut you off here. I think we may have a fire here. Now's a good time to go pick up all your little loose stuff. This stuff here is already burned, so it's very dry from burning. But my oak that I put on is actually starting on fire. It is very dry. I'm happy about that. This here is all that vine out of my oak tree. It's just what a mess. That stuff you just can't kill it hardly. It just goes and goes and goes forever. I have tried everything. I've sprayed it, dumped all kinds of, you know, expensive chemicals on it. It's going for a year and then it's right back. So, very hard to get rid of. We're going to have a nice fire going here pretty quick. Yeah, something else. If you got some old 2x4s or something laying around, you know, that you're not going to use, throw them in the fire. They are a very good fire starter, and once they get going, they burn really hot. It'll dry out some of the wood that's in your fire that is wet. It will help you get the fire going. So, if you got some old lumber laying around, chunk it up, throw it in the fire, and you'll be shocked how bright a flame and how much light it'll provide, especially at night when it's dark out. It's a big plus. So, just a word of thought there. Okay, now that the fire's actually taken off, you noticed I threw in a big old honker here. We'll just see if that don't catch fire, get going. Again, picking up all the loose junk off the bottom. Keep throwing that back in your fire. Are you getting a good shot of my head there? Whoa. Another burnt one. I just keep throwing them on top. In the fire, whatever. Get her burning. It'll burn. Maybe you got to feed another board or another chunk of oak or fir, whatever you got. Just kind of keep throwing it in the fire, feeding her along. Once that big dog gets going, it'll burn for hours. But it'll take a while. Nothing is, you know, a 5-minute deal, 10-minute deal. It's half hour, maybe an hour. If you want to cook on it, sometimes you need to start your fire a good, sometimes an hour to 2 hours before you want to cook on it. So keep that in mind if you're cooking on your open campfire. Give it some time to build up some coals. If you really don't want to cook over that direct flame, the coals are better. It's hotter heat, and you can control your cooking a little better by moving on and off the coals. So yeah, you need those coals. So anyway, she's burning. We're looking good there. We'll get back at her. Maybe. Okay, now my fire is rolling along. This is going to conclude this part of the video on how to start a fire in your campfire outside preparing to cook, or just preparing a campfire. This is how we do that. Okay, I started this fire Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. Today is Friday morning, 10 o'clock. That fire burnt all night, and that's what's left of that one big block of wood. I didn't put any other wood with it. That piece of wood stayed in there and had been burning the whole time. Just thought you might like to know that. So now, you just throw some little wood in there, get that baby going again, and you'd be ready to rock. Another fire for the day. So at night when you go to bed, camping, whatever you're doing, throw a big chunk in there, just kind of let it smolder through the night. Next morning you get up, instant fire. Okay, so since I talked to you about it, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I got my small wood here. Now it's going to be like red hot under here. That fire's still a-cooking under there. It just needs a little oxygen to get her going. And with these boards stacked up like this underneath, it will light. And see, there's an opening here, opening over here, so the air can get through, and that'll make it get going. So a few here on top for good measure. Let's just do that. Okay, a few leaves, oak leaves, never heard a thing. Here's another old piece of wood that didn't burn from the fire yesterday. Look how it's starting to smoke already, because it's hot. Red hot on the bottom of that piece of wood. And since it is red hot, it'll heat that up. It might take a few minutes. If you don't have any lighter fluid or gasoline, which you shouldn't do anyway, because it'll blow up in your face and burn all the hair off your head, which is not good. Just use your kindling, people. Be on the safe side. Go slow. Take it easy. Don't be in such a rush. Okay, I moved the camera. It's a little better angle. This is just right after I put the wood in. It's still smoking. It's only been 2 minutes maybe. So I'm not going to sit here and let you watch it for 10 minutes and watch this thing just smolder away. We'll cut to the chase and I'll come back when we have some fire action going on, okay? And then I'll give you a time frame on how long it took. But as you can tell, with all that smoke, we have some action going on there, people. And that cedar board, semi-dry. Wasn't 100% bone dry, but it'll go. Blue at the cabin again. Right, Blue? Hey, Pupper. He didn't really mind the rope so much. I probably mind it more than he does. Well, he sure is growing, isn't he? He's a growing young man, this dog. Right, Blue? You're getting all growed up, buddy. You're growing up, pup. Okay, it's been smoldering along here for about 5 minutes. No flame yet. But it's starting to hear some little crackle pop. So we're gaining on her. Like I say, that wood wasn't 100% dry, so it'll take a little bit to dry it. Once it gets dried, you'll see flames pop up. Have you noticed the smoke? We're getting more smoke. Getting close to going. So I'll cut. Oop, I'm going to cut off here and we'll come back here when it takes off. And flame. I'll be 10 minutes in. I just had to run down the road to get the dog. I untied him, so what does he do? Heads right down the road. The forbidden area. So, he's back on the rope. Check out that fire, would you? Get you out of the stand. I'm a little out of breath. But yeah, there you have it, folks. Day 2 fire, same piece of wood. Well, you can't do that every day, but hey, it works out today. And I thought, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna put it on film. Go film all this and show you guys when you're camping. You got big wood, maybe it's too big to burn during the day, and it'll make a good nighttime little fire. If you're allowed to have fires, of course. And well, that smoke is following me. What do they say about smoke and beauty? I think it's looking for Blue. But yeah, depending on what you got for wood, that makes a big difference too. If you have good dry wood, that was a big old ugly knotty piece, which was very, very hard to split. I knew I wasn't going to split it, and I just saved it for the fire here in the old cabin campfire here. So I mean, I knew that someday I would use it. I didn't know when or where or how, but I guess today and yesterday were its day. Well, I hope you enjoyed the film, guys. Wow. Well, there it is. We got a good start on her today. Today is Sunday, and I think I'm going to wrap it up. Been working on the sidewalls, and this is about as far as I got. Still looking for nails. Need little bitty nails. May have to go buy some. I think I'm also going to have to put some screws in here because some of these boards just don't want to, the nails are not wanting to hold the boards down tight to the cabin, and that's just not going to work for me. We gotta get those boards down tight. So got a good look going on. We're gaining on her. I'm hoping and I'm thinking I've got enough lumber to do this job, this little project here, so we'll keep after it. So anyway, I want to say adios. Thanks for being here, and live your life carefully, would you? Enjoy the view.